Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time we completed the Way of the Artificer to lock in the specialization for our soon-to-be rogue tank. Today we're heading to the Emerald Graves to get Andraste's Sacrifice, a rogue mage amulet that procs Warcry on hit. This will give the rogue a constant AoE taunt, which also generates guard, that enemies will have to whittle their way through before they can start damaging. On top of all that, it has a 10% cooldown modifier, and you regenerate stamina and mana faster.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Hope you've got your comfortable boots on. The scouts have seen a number of Fade rifts all over the forest. We've located this mysterious Fairbanks. He won't share his information with anyone but you. He and his men are camped out at Watcher's Reach, on the path ahead. From what we can tell, they're refugees from the war. Peasants, mostly.
Thank you for the information. I'll head out.
One other thing. A group of deserters from the Imperial armies has established itself here. Freemen of the Dales, they call themselves. They are hostile to the Inquisition, and everyone else. Watch your back, Inquisitor.
Okay, here we are in the Emerald Graves. The Andraste Sacrifice Amulet is a reward at the end of Via Maurel. Follow the path from the starting camp to the north, and it's the first villa that we'll come across once we pass Fairbanks Camp.
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
What is it?
This could help us.
Fairbanks is expecting you at the camp.
know. I'll bet I could do that.
Maker. What is this now?
A Divinter weapon enchantment. Oh, this could be very useful.
All is well?
It is an honor to meet the Herald of Andraste. I hope I don't disappoint. Not at all. But as they say, actions speak louder. As my missive stated, we can help each other. You have encountered the Freemen. Aggressive bastards, no? They've killed a dozen of my people. We've tried to fight, but we cannot match their strength. You can. Why should you care about this, you ask? Because the Freemen are colluding with your enemy. Which enemy do you mean? The rogue Templars. I've seen them through the woods, heading for the Freemen bases, leaving with crates. Destroy the Freemen, and they'll lead you straight to the Red Templars. This, I promise. I'll look into this, Fairbanks. All my information about the Freemen is right here, in our camp. Help us, and everything I know about the Dales, about these woods, I will share with the Inquisition.
I'm not in the mood to talk right now. I don't want to talk right now. Maybe later.
I can't believe he's making us hide out here like mice.
Yes, I'll tell you.
I wonder if my village is still standing.
Yourself. Don't look for trouble.
No Inquisition!
entry gate is locked, and there's a big guy with an axe who has the key.
That's one way to solve the problem.
Dorian, you've been to Minrathous, right?
Of course. I'm not a plebeian.
You ever been to that place in the Vivasi Plaza, with the big cracked bell hanging off the roof?
With the dancers, yes. You're making me homesick.
Okay, now that we've got the key, let's head inside. The layout is essentially a box with a courtyard in the middle. There are enemies spread throughout the place, but the main fight is in the central courtyard. Before we get to that, we're going to go through the whole area because we need to find fragments for a runed key, which we're going to have to reforge before we can get the reward stash.
The Freemen's leader should be holed up here. This place is... seen better days.
When did they arrive?
A few hours ago. He's talking with them now.
Let's look around. Part of a key. There's a rune inscribed on it, or part of one. No, nothing recent anyway.
them down.
Templars. Why not?
Seems we interrupted their meeting with the Templars.
They wanted something. It's still here.
That seems to be the last of them.
Looks like that was the man in charge.
We struck a blow against the free men.
They chose the wrong friends.
red lyrium.
They were smuggling for the Templars.
Not anymore.
Okay, so we place the key fragments here, and I forgot that we have to energize this thing with the mage in order to get the full key, so we'll be back here in a moment when I realize that. Alright, Andraste's sacrifice was in that box there, so we've got what we came for, but just for good measure, we're going to finish the ruined key and get the rest of the stash that's here also. There we go. Now we open the door and get the loot.
Why have so many things if you never see them?
Okay, that's the rogue's aggro taken care of. Now we're off to the Exalted Plains to get the Ring of Doubt for the mages. The Ring of Doubt adds 20% to flaking damage, and causes the mage to enter stealth whenever they're not attacking. Additionally, any attack that's made from stealth will be a guaranteed crit. This pairs insanely well with Flashpoint, the middle passive in the Inferno tree, which removes cooldown from the first spell you cast after a critical hit. The stealth mechanic on the ring can be a little finicky, but it's still totally worth it in my opinion.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
That will be all. Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
From the starting camp, we're going to head west by southwest. We're looking for a Dalish elf village on the banks of the river.
Keep off the ramparts. I wonder why.
Let's find out.
Looks like you need help. Dead should stay dead, wouldn't you say, friend?
Seems to be a lot of trouble in these parts.
That's putting it mildly. The war has stopped, but now the dead are walking. Funny, though. I've been watching these undead, and they seem focused on the Shem armies. As if, well, why wouldn't someone want to kill humans, huh? Still, poor fools.
Are you a Dalish elf?
Of course, you would have little experience with the people. Yes, we're Dalish. We've been camped for weeks in the fields to the west. The war between the lions made passage through the dirt difficult. Damaged some of our arable. If you find the clan, tell Keeper How and I'll continue the hunt, and perhaps find a safer route through the plains.
I must be going.
Very well. Be safe.
That there is Solus's first personal quest, which opened during the initial round of Skyhold dialogue. There's the village.
They keep coming back. Searching, seeking, sad. But home is gone.
These are not good times to come unbidden before the people. My patience is thin, with all that has befallen. Perhaps you should be on your way.
I met one of your hunters. He's continuing to look for a safe route.
He trusted you to pass the message on. That speaks well of you.
Why do elves call this plain the Dearth?
When the people settled here, they called it Dearth of Erin. The promise. For the Dales were promised to us by Andraste. It is still the Dearth to us, even if the Shemlin give it a name that recalls our destruction.
What has befallen your clan?
The Orlesian War has hindered our progress through the Dearth. The armies cause rock slides. They dig ditches that trip the Hala and destroy the Arabals, making passage impossible. Precisely when the clan needs him most, my first, Tavin, defies my wishes and mounts an excursion to the Emerald Graves. And now, I've learned that the grounds of Var Balanaris are infested by angry spirits from the beyond.
I can deal with that for you.
My clan and I would be deeply grateful if you could, and be mindful of the resting places of our dead. Var Balanaris is sacred ground. Another time.
Now, one of these NPCs is a girl worried about her missing brother.
Please don't get too close to the Hala. They're unused to strangers.
I won't disturb them. Rest easy.
Maceranus, I did not expect such kindness from a stranger. May I ask, traveling these plains, have you come across a golden Hala? I fear human soldiers may kill her. If she would only draw close, I could could gain her trust. I could protect her.
I've never heard of a Golden Hala.
The legend is not well known, even among the people. We call her Hanno Gillen, the Pathfinder. In times of great need, she comes to show us the way.
Why do you think soldiers hunt your Hala?
Pelts and horns sell for gold in gem markets, I hear. And if they were golden. Goodbye then.
Elkanan, the stores are so low.
You seem troubled.
It's nothing. Just our stores. With the Shem War and the demons, replenishing them has been difficult. For one, we're almost out of herbs, and we lack materials to repair the Aravals. I don't even remember. There's so much we're missing. It's all written in my ledger.
You were the one they called the Herald of Andraste. I've heard so much about you and your Inquisition. There's talk, even amongst the Dalish.
Talk. What did they say exactly?
That humans accepting a Degenlin as a herald of their prophet is a sign of change. No matter what they say, your Inquisition is the only thing trying to help the world. I wish I could be a part of that.
Sounds like a volunteer.
It won't happen. Keeper Howen won't allow it. He doesn't trust anything to do with the Chantry or Andraste.
I could try to convince your keeper.
You could try.
I'll take my leave.
Greetings, stranger.
Do you have anything to trade?
The Keeper has forbidden trade with strangers we cannot trust. Please understand.
Valorant, where
Here
are
she
you?
is.
Who's Valorant?
My brother. He's been sullen for a while because the Keeper chose another as his apprentice. He thinks it's a slight, but it isn't. He just wasn't ready. Keeper Howen wants him to wait. Then he took off 3 nights ago on his own. I don't know what he was thinking. The Keeper sent hunters to search, but they never found a trace. Mathal's mercy. If anything's happened.
Okay, now we make our way north to the quest marker. Should be in one of these houses here. go.
Was he trying to summon a demon?
Now we fast travel back to the camp and update the sister.
Greetings to you. At this rate, we'll never be on our way.
Please, if you see my brother out there, tell him to return to camp.
I'm sorry, but I found your brother.
What? What do you mean, sorry? Where is he? No, he's not.
I have his belongings.
Is this all that's left? Did you learn nothing else?
He was brave, trying to reclaim a relic of the Dalish.
I know. I always knew he was brave and clever. Didn't have to prove himself. The clan loves him. Cowan loves him. I wish he'd understood that. Thank you for bringing me the news. It's better than not knowing.
The Ring of Doubt is at the end of this portion of the quest. We follow the river to the southeast and we'll find a small ruin inside the mountain. Here's the ruin. I could have sworn there was something else out here to loot, but apparently I'm mistaken.
Veilfire.
You can use the Veilfire to grab the room schematic if this is your first time
Looks like
here.
you're part of a larger
After
set.
that, you just need to break through the barrier there. This is the first barrier we've seen in this playthrough. These can be broken by differing elements, mage staff attacks, or the pure element melee weapons that warriors can use.
Thank you for finding Valoran. I hope he passes peacefully into the beyond.
I found this talisman. I think your brother was looking for it. You should have it.
Lindarani's talisman. It exists? Her sword, Evanura, was taken by Shems. But in the story, her talisman was saved and hidden. This means so much to my people. Thank you.
Now we're heading back to Skyhold, where we're going to dupe the Ring of Doubt so we can put it on Vivian and Dorian. So I've mentioned item duping a few times in the previous videos, but I don't think I've ever shown it or explained it. So we're going to head down to the blacksmith in Skyhold and go straight to the storage box. Something that's important to note here is that this works if the box is empty except for the item you're duplicating, or if it's full of stuff, but it's significantly easier if the only thing in it is the item you want to duplicate. When you only have one item in the box, it always goes directly to that item. When you have multiple items, you'll have to scroll through the whole list in a given category, or if you have items in multiple categories, it's always going to start you off on the very first tab, and then you're going to have to click over and scroll through to find the item you want to duplicate.
Your worship.
All you do is put the item in the box, and then switch tabs and go and find it as if you're going to withdraw it. Then you push X and circle at the same time, so you're essentially withdrawing and closing the box at the same time. And what this is going to do is it's going to take the item out of the box, but it's also going to leave the item in. It's going to duplicate it. And if this doesn't work, if you happen to just withdraw the item and it doesn't duplicate, you just put it back in and try again. It's very easy. And once you get it down, you just repeat it as you need to. There's no need to save or reload or any of that. You just need to switch tabs, put it back, duplicate it, go back into the box, do it again and again and again. Anything that you can put in the box, you can duplicate. So you can duplicate amulets of power to better spec out your characters. You can duplicate expensive items to sell for cash. You can craft gear with rare components or fade touched effects and then duplicate it to give it to multiple characters. And you can do what I'm doing now, which is making duplicates of unique items to put them on multiple characters. Apart from duplicating the Ring of Doubt, I'm also going to duplicate all of Dorian's equipment so that I can put that on Vivian as well. It's very, very easy, and once you get the hang of it, it's very quick. One thing to note, and this is more important on a first playthrough than on later playthroughs, if you're duplicating items to sell for cash because you still need to buy all your schematics, right? In that instance, you're going to need several 100,000 worth of coins. You can't sell all those duplicated items to the same vendor. You have to spread it around because it's so many duplicated items to get that much cash together that it's going to start crashing the game, or at least that's what I recall reading from way back when, because it's been a long time since that was the issue. But once you're on your second, third, or umpteenth playthrough like I am, you've got all the schematics and you're not duplicating that much stuff. You're duplicating enough maybe to buy a few accessories and to buy some crafting materials, but that's it. If that's the case, you can sell all that to the vendor that's right here in the blacksmith and everything's going to be fine. Well, that's going to do it for this installment. When we come back, we're heading to Crestwood, where the dead have begun to rise and the Inquisitor's Amulet of Power awaits. Tune in next time.